Welcome to W5. It's time for what's become a popular annual feature for us, our yearly look at the business of buying a car. A survey conducted alongside the Automobile Protection Association, the APA. Their mystery shoppers hit the car lots trying to discover what you might experience if you're hunting for a used car bargain, scouring the ads in print and online, looking in Canada's biggest used car marketplace, Greater Toronto. What they found should make us all beware. 2/3 of all the supposed deals they investigated weren't such a deal after all, with potential buyers used and abused on the lot and by a new breed of dubious car sellers, unregulated curbsiders. Here is Seamus O'Regan rounding up the results.
It's high noon in Toronto. The boss of the Automobile Protection Association and his secret posse are here to draw a bead on the folks who sell used cars. Packing vehicle ads, cell phones, and hidden cameras, they're fixing to find out which used car traders are good, bad, or downright ugly.
Okay, so we're looking for Honda, Toyota, Nissan. These are popular cars, and we're looking for the cheapest ones.
The boss, Georgini, hones in on a hot one.
We've got 4 Honda Civics. They're all below market, from $5,999 to $6,999. And there's another white CRV as well. So we want to see if they have those vehicles.
So the secret shoppers ride to the dealership that placed the ad, Next Car Auto Sales and Leasing.
Did you find the Civic you're looking
No, we didn't find. We were looking for this one.
Anything below the 7.9 is gone.
Oh,
They go very fast. People looking at...
He means anything below 7,900 is already sold. That seems mighty suspicious. The 4 cheap Civics were advertised on Saturday. It's Wednesday. So they asked to see a different vehicle. That 2008 Honda CRV George was curious about.
Was that car had an accident or?
I believe it does in the back.
The salesman discloses a $13,000 repair to the rear. No big deal, he says.
Here's the main thing about the
Come and
accident.
see him.
There's no major accident. There's no frame damage.
Oh, there's no frame damage.
Of course not. Otherwise,
Meaning
it wouldn't be here.
underneath, you mean? Meaning
Yeah,
underneath?
did not go into the...
Oh, okay. That means it wasn't such a bad accident.
100%.
100%?
100%. This is my proof.
Yeah.
The car proof. This is my proof that...
Proof of previous accidents in Ontario. But APA's undercover mechanic is convinced the CRV has also taken a major hit in the front.
It's a front collision. All of the panels are crooked. All of the bolt heads are all down. You see this fender nut isn't even screwed down there.
What's the real story on the CRV's accident record? Well, the car is originally from Quebec, where the keeping of accident records is notoriously sloppy. So apparently, all the dealership has to go on is the Ontario vehicle history.
This is my proof.
When APA shopped at dealers who had cars from Quebec, the dealers were often very quick to pull out the history search. And they'd say, look, it's got a clean record. But they're benefiting, they're arbitraging the fact that the reporting in Quebec isn't so good.
Regardless, the CRV sticker price swelled up by nearly $600, inflated by 2 large, unadvertised extra fees.
What is 2 fees?
$3.99 and $1.99 for DOT and administration.
So what do you do for $3.99?
We did it already. Everything's done.
Then you don't need to pay. No?
Everybody pays.
Except in Ontario, unadvertised extra fees are illegal. And as for those Honda Civics, the 4 that sold lickety-split, well, the ad for those same Civics at those same prices reappeared week after week.
Next car was sort of a smorgasbord of automobile-related deceptions. So you had a low ball, we had a bait and switch, extra fees that were not in the ad. So right from the moment you walked in there, it was a bit of a racket.
We wanted to talk to Next Car's owner, Mo Assadian.
I'm Seamus O'Regan. We're with CTV's W5, looking for Mo.
We didn't get to make his acquaintance. Mo is as scarce in the showroom as a cheap Civic.
You're not allowed to be here, though, right? That's what he told me. Nobody's allowed to come in.
Moassadian did send W5 a letter saying, "Our dealership takes every reasonable effort to provide honest and accurate information to potential customers." Nexcar fails for blatant false advertising and for charging among the highest extra fees found in the APA's investigation. It wasn't alone. 8 out of 13 dealerships secretly visited by the APA failed too, for rampant advertising violations and underreporting of collision damage.
Many people think that used car salesmen are about as low as snakes. But in a first for the Toronto area, what they didn't find this time was a dealer trying to pawn off a rebuilt wreck to the APA mystery shoppers. The real varmints are lurking online, advertising vehicles for sale by owner or by someone who pretends to be.
Back at the ranch, the APA regroups. Wanted Honda Fits.
Oh, here's another one.
Advertised by people who claim to be selling their own personal vehicles.
We chose the Fit actually because there's not that many for sale.
That's because Fits are cute little critters that hold their value. One ad has Eenie on it like a chicken on a June bug. A 2007 Fit for $8,400 or best offer. Lady driven, no less. The seller proposes a look-see in a shopping center parking lot.
The wife's car.
The car may be lady driven, but the seller turns out to be one smooth dude.
Because we have another baby on the way. We have one daughter.
Yeah.
There's going to be 2.
Lal Muhammad Al-Akuzi waves the vehicle history around.
0 lien. That's the most important.
Okay.
Did the car have any accident there?
Right here.
Where?
Right here.
Okay.
We changed it.
A fender?
This one or the door?
No, the
too?
fender.
APA's undercover mechanic suspects the Fit has been smashed hard in the front and is almost completely repainted.
When you said the fender was replaced,
Fender was replaced.
when you had it or when the person before
When
you
I bought
had
it, I had to change it.
Oh, you had to change it.
I
okay.
had to change it.
Ah,
When I bought
okay.
it, I had to change it.
I don't
Larry,
know.
you want to take it
Do you
for a
want to
drive,
take it for a little drive or what?
Lal says the Fit's just fine, but APA's mechanic found it pulling hard to one side. He figures it's been rode hard and put away wet.
That thing is looking like a sieve on the floor. Transmission, the motor, this airbag light is on, the frame, the front bumper, all changed.
Sure was. W5 rustled up a photo of Lal's red Fit after that so-called fender bender. The wreck was once a write-off, then rebuilt. Not something Lal made plain when he flashed those papers around.
He knew exactly what he was selling. It wasn't just the story of a fender. He did use a vehicle personally, but he was also palming off a vehicle that he knew was seriously hit as just a fender.
Lal Muhammad Al-Akuzi fails for being as slick as the stuff his car left behind on the pavement.
Are you recording? We're all on, everything's on.
It's a Corolla S for sale by owner, 3,400 kilometers only.
The Corolla they're scouting is a 2010, advertised on Kijiji for $16,000. With so few kilometers, it's dog cheap.
You want to see what?
The seller is Hamid Talash.
But it's new, the car.
It's new, like it's no kilometers. So are you the first owner or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hamid says he used the car for only 2 months, says it's as new, except for a small impact.
This light plus this one
Yeah.
and this bumper.
Yeah.
I change it. I replace. This is the true.
Okay.
And
Okay.
honestly, you know.
Okay.
I tell the problem that the car used to be.
APA's expert concludes the problem used to be and still is much bigger than that. A violent rear impact. So a few days later, the posse returns, with George posing as their mechanic.
This is wavy here. It's not how it would be on a brand new car. That's probably from the impact.
Readings from a paint thickness gauge show a promiscuous amount of body filler in the rear quarter panels.
So the factory code is between 90 and 120, and then I get here and it's 718, 700. It looks like it's cut here and into the middle of the trunk. Wow.
Sure enough, W5 found out Hamid's Corolla was a $21,000 insurance write-off. He bought the wreck from a salvage auction and had it repaired. but his car has not been certified as roadworthy. In fact, it's not supposed to be on the road at all.
If you could,
Yeah.
to give a cash, all is better.
Okay, 16,000 cash is better for you.
Yes, yes. Then I give the ownership, and you will enjoy your car.
Pretty fishy.
The inspection showed that the car has been filleted in the back, so it was actually sliced right down the center. The first 3/4 are from one car, and then 1/4 of the back, it's like a piece of a pie, is from a different car.
So W5 made an appointment to see Hamid's Toyota.
Sir, my name's Seamus O'Regan. I'm with CTV's W5. We wanted to ask you a few questions about this car.
Sure.
According to the Automobile Protection Association, this car was in serious trouble. Not just a fender bender. We have pictures here of what it was actually like.
Yeah.
You know this?
No.
This car is considered salvage. It's not supposed to be on the road.
This car, I fix it.
This car? Do you have the structural certificate? You know, that basically says that this car is road ready?
He didn't. Without that certification, this car's not fit to be plated or put on the road. But that didn't stop Hamid from trying to sell it.
We found that the car was still listed as unfit, and that would have been a concern because if you had bought it, you might have ended up owning a car you couldn't license.
Hamid Talash fails for trying to make a buck off buzzard bait.
Next, secret shoppers check out some dubious deals.
I personally bought it at auction.
This is the truth, honestly.
And get the lowdown on some lemons.
In our view, the car couldn't be put on the road.
When CTV's W5 continues.